She thought you'd react emotionally. She expected questions, explanations, maybe even frustration or visible hurt. She expected movement, some sign that her actions still had power over you. What she didn't expect was nothing. Calm, stillness, an emotional restraint that didn't announce itself or ask to be understood. And in that moment, the entire dynamic shifted. Most people are conditioned to react when something changes. When distance appears or tension enters the space, emotion rises and demands expression. The Stoics understood this instinct well. They also understood that the moment you obey it, you hand control of your inner world to something external. Reaction feels natural, but it quietly erodes self-command. Not reacting emotionally doesn't mean you felt nothing. It means you felt and chose restraint instead. Stoicism never taught emotional suppression. It taught discipline. You noticed the shift, you felt the impulse to respond, and then you paused. That pause is where power lives. It is the space where impulse ends and choice begins. What unsettles people is not anger or confrontation. Those are easy to read. What unsettles them is composure when emotion is expected. When someone prepares for turbulence and meets calm instead, the mind loses its reference point. There is nothing to manage, nothing to fix, nothing to control. This video is about why that calm mattered more than any emotional reaction ever could, why restraint is often more disruptive than expression, and why not reacting emotionally is one of the most powerful Stoic responses available to you. If this resonates, take a moment to like the video, leave a comment sharing what restraint has taught you, subscribe to Stoic Blessing, and turn on notifications to become a Stoic soldier. Because when you learn to master your reactions, you stop giving your power away to situations that no longer deserve it. Reaction was expected because reaction is familiar. Most people respond to emotional shifts with emotion of their own, questions, urgency, explanations, or attempts to restore balance. That response reassures the other person that they still matter, that their actions still register. Stoicism teaches that predictability creates a sense of control, and emotional reaction is one of the most predictable patterns there is. She expected that reassurance. She expected proof that her behavior still echoed inside you. When you didn't react emotionally, you removed the feedback loop that keeps dynamics alive. Without reaction, there was nothing to interpret, nothing to manage, nothing to lean against. The mind struggles when it loses its reference points. The Stoics understood that people are more disturbed by uncertainty than by conflict. Conflict provides structure. Reaction provides orientation. Calm restraint provides neither. It leaves the situation open, undefined, and unresolved in a way emotion never allows. This is why not reacting emotionally feels unsettling to others. It doesn't confirm their assumptions or validate their expectations. It creates a gap they didn't plan for, and that gap forces reflection instead of reaction. By choosing restraint, you didn't escalate or retreat. You simply stood still, and in standing still, you quietly reclaimed control over yourself without needing to say a word. Stoicism is often misunderstood as emotional coldness, but that isn't what happened here. You didn't shut down your feelings. You governed them. The Stoics believed emotion is natural, but obedience to emotion is optional. Feeling something does not require acting on it. And that distinction is where most people lose their balance. You noticed the surge. The urge to explain, to respond, to defend your position didn't disappear. It simply wasn't in control. You allowed the feeling to rise without letting it dictate your behavior. That pause, brief, quiet, internal, is the mark of Stoic discipline. It's the moment where impulse ends and choice begins. Most people never develop this space. They feel and act in the same instant. The Stoics trained themselves to separate the two. When you didn't react emotionally, you demonstrated that separation. You showed that your inner world was no longer automatically responsive to external movement. This is why restraint feels powerful, even when nothing outwardly changes. Internally, everything changes. You stop being pulled. You stop being rushed. You stop being managed by circumstance. Calm becomes something you inhabit, not something you perform. And once you experience that level of self-command, reacting emotionally starts to feel unnecessary. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care enough about your own stability to protect it. Calm is disruptive because it doesn't fit the story people expect to tell. Anger can be framed, sadness can be explained. Even desperation has a familiar shape. Calm does not. It offers no weakness to point at and no narrative to twist. Stoic composure removes friction, and without friction, control disappears. When she expected emotional movement and found none, the dynamic lost its rhythm. There was nothing to respond to, nothing to correct, nothing to soothe or provoke. The usual roles dissolved, and when roles dissolve, uncertainty takes their place. The Stoics understood that calm unsettles the ego more than confrontation ever could. Confrontation still acknowledges the game. Calm steps outside of it. You are not fighting. You are not submitting. You are simply present without attachment. This is why emotional restraint often feels heavier than emotional expression. Expression resolves tension quickly. Restraint lets it hang in the air. The mind searches for meaning and finds none. That absence is what creates disruption. By not reacting emotionally, you didn't withdraw from the situation. You rose above its emotional gravity. And when gravity no longer pulls you, everything else starts to lose its hold as well. At some point, the need to control the outcome loosened its grip on you. You stopped waiting for a specific response. You stopped measuring silence or words as proof of anything. Stoicism teaches that peace arrives the moment you release the demand for certainty, and emotional restraint is often the first sign that release has begun. You redirected your attention to what you could actually govern: your actions, your routines, your principles. Instead of negotiating with uncertainty, you invested in steadiness. That shift didn't make you detached. It made you grounded. You were no longer living in anticipation of reaction. The Stoics believed that attachment to outcome is the root of disturbance. When outcome stops being the center of your emotional life, disturbance fades naturally. You are no longer pulled forward by hope or dragged backward by fear. You are simply present. This is why not reacting emotionally changes how you experience the situation. The urgency dissolves, the pressure lifts. What once felt like an emotional emergency becomes information you can calmly observe. In releasing the outcome, you reclaimed something far more valuable: your inner balance. And once balance returns, reaction no longer feels like a necessity. It feels like an option you no longer need to take. Emotional restraint signals strength because it shows independence from immediate relief. Reacting emotionally often feels good in the moment. It releases tension. It creates the illusion of control. But Stoicism teaches that relief is not the same as freedom. Freedom comes from not needing to react at all. When you didn't react emotionally, you demonstrated that your inner state was no longer hostage to the situation. You didn't need reassurance to calm down. You didn't need expression to feel stable. That kind of self-sufficiency is rare, and rarity always stands out, even when it's quiet. The Stoics believed that discipline is built in moments of discomfort, not comfort. Restraint requires you to sit with the feeling without discharging it outward. Each time you do that, you strengthen your ability to remain steady under pressure. Over time, steadiness becomes your baseline. This is why emotional restraint feels different than suppression. Suppression creates tension. Restraint creates space. Space to think clearly. Space to choose wisely. Space to let emotion pass without turning it into action. By not reacting emotionally, you weren't denying what you felt. You were proving that feeling did not own you. And that proof, repeated over time, becomes unshakable confidence. The real transformation didn't happen in how she saw you. It happened in how you experienced yourself. Your nervous system settled. The constant readiness to respond eased. The mental loops that once demanded action began to quiet. Stoicism teaches that suffering comes from resisting what is, not from what is. When you stopped reacting emotionally, resistance dissolved. You no longer felt compelled to manage perception or anticipate outcomes. You stopped rehearsing conversations that might never happen. You returned to the present moment instead of living in imagined futures. That return brought clarity, not numbness. The Stoics believed that clarity appears when emotion is allowed to exist without being fed. When you let feeling rise and fall naturally, it loses its intensity. You begin to see the situation as it actually is, not as your anxiety frames it. This is why emotional restraint feels stabilizing rather than empty. You are not cutting yourself off from experience. You are experiencing it without distortion. Calm becomes your ground state, not something you chase. And once calm becomes familiar, reacting emotionally starts to feel unnecessary. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care enough about your peace to protect it. Once you experience this level of self-command, it changes how you move through everything. You don't rush to react anymore. You pause, you observe, you choose. Stoicism teaches that inner sovereignty, once reclaimed, doesn't disappear. It reshapes every future moment where emotion once dictated behavior. Whether she noticed the change or not stopped being important. You noticed it. You felt the difference in your body, in your thoughts, in how quickly calm returned. Your stability was no longer borrowed from reassurance or reaction. It was self-sustained. This is why emotional restraint becomes permanent. Not because life stops testing you, but because you stop handing your inner state over to events. You don't regress to old patterns once you've felt what control actually feels like. You remember it. The Stoics believed that the man who governs himself cannot be undone by uncertainty. Once you stand in that truth, emotional chaos loses its leverage. It can appear, but it can no longer command. From that point on, reaction becomes a conscious choice instead of a reflex. And when reaction is a choice, you are no longer at the mercy of what others expect from you. There is a quiet authority in not reacting emotionally that doesn't need explanation or defense. It isn't dominance, it isn't withdrawal, it is self-mastery. The Stoics believed that dignity does not argue for itself. It doesn't announce its presence. It simply refuses to be pulled into chaos. When you didn't react, you weren't trying to prove strength. You were standing in it. You weren't withholding emotion to gain leverage. You were conserving energy because you no longer needed to spend it there. That distinction matters. One is manipulation, the other is alignment. This kind of composure changes how others experience you, even if they can't articulate why. There is no tension to push against, no emotional opening to exploit. You are no longer emotionally available on impulse. You are available on principle. Stoicism teaches that when your calm is self-sustaining, you stop managing how you're perceived. You don't explain your silence. You don't justify your restraint. You simply live it. And lived composure carries more weight than any emotional reaction ever could. This is why not reacting emotionally feels powerful without being loud. It doesn't need to win an argument. It doesn't need the last word. It stands quietly, rooted in self-command, and that rootedness is unmistakable. She thought you'd react emotionally because most people do. Most people are predictable under pressure. They feel, they react, they explain, they chase relief. Stoicism teaches a different path, the path of inner command, the understanding that strength is not found in expression alone, but in restraint when restraint is hardest. You didn't become cold. You became centered. You didn't deny emotion. You denied emotion the authority to control you. And that choice quietly changed everything. The situation lost its grip. The tension dissolved. What once felt urgent became manageable. This is the Stoic power beneath it all. When you control your reaction, you control your life. You are no longer moved by expectation. You are no longer governed by impulse. You respond from principle, not pressure. She expected emotion. She expected reaction. She expected you to move when she moved. Instead, you stood still. And in that stillness, you reclaimed something permanent, yourself. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video. Leave a comment sharing what emotional restraint has taught you, subscribe to Stoic Blessing, and turn on notifications to become a Stoic soldier. Thank you for watching, and remember, the strongest response is often no response at all.